What's going on, guys? It's me, Liquid Truth, and welcome back to our Policenauts playthrough. I just want to say thank you guys so much for taking time out of your day to watch my content. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to help boost engagement and help me know what content you guys are looking forward to. But with that out of the way, let's get started. Alright, so when we left off, we just left the Hojo building. Not Hojo. What is it? Tokugawa Corporation. We're trying to save Mr. Hojo. So from here, we're going to BCCH.
BCCH へ行って北条の担当していた薬局員に話を聞こう。
俺は病院と注射は苦手なんだが。
俺だってそうだ。患者じゃないんだ。気を楽に行こうぜ。しかし、あの DDS の話からすると、この先注射はなくなるかもしれんぞ。
そうなると困るな。
どうして？
病院を嫌う口実がなくなる。看護婦に甘える口実が減る。
たくましいやつだ。
Oh my god. That's our boy. He's a pervert. Dude, this shot is so sick. Lethal weapon. Kojima. So cool. Beyond Coast Central
これが
Hospital.
ビヨンド1のマンモス病院。ビヨンド中央病院。BCCH だ。
でかい病院だな。
さあ、北条の手がかりを探そう。
It's the hospital's nameplate. Beyond Coast Central Hospital. Just like you said. I believed you. It's BCCH's nameplate. What is this one? Can't click that? This is the hospital's foliage. They planted trees and bushes all around the building. The layout was designed to make them visible from every room in the hospital. Yeah, it's soothing having other life around you in space. Anything else? It's foliage planted for the patients. I can't get over the size of this place. You won't find a better hospital here. Not just in terms of treatment facilities, but patient capacity, numbers of doctors and nurses. You name it. I don't know the specifics, but apparently the building was designed by some famous architect from home. So they all seem to have the same thing. What about this up here? That's the linear elevator that goes up to the 0G ward. 0G ward? It's a zero gravity ward set up in the center of the colony. Weightlessness is a good environment for treating patients who are bedridden or have burns over large areas of their body. They also perform certain operations there since blood doesn't spurt out in zero gravity. Alright, so we went over all that. I assume that's it. Seems like it. We'll see what this door is, maybe? What's that entrance for? I'd say it looks like an employee entrance. It's probably an entrance for employees, not too sure. That's the main entrance.
Yoshi, 病院へ入ってみよう。
In we go.
BCCH のロビーだぞ。
これだけのマンモス病院だ。北条の知人を探すのも一苦労だろうな。
しかし今はそれしか道はない。気を持ち直して北条の手がかりを探そう。
They must be waiting for something. Hey, she looks pretty nice from this angle. These people won't know Hojo. Look how well you can see outside. This must be adjustable glass. There's a lot of light coming through the windows. Makes the lobby feel more open. They look like a patient too. He looks like he's got a mental illness or something. Man, why you gotta talk about people like that? These people won't know Hojo. What the hell, Jonathan? You gotta chill. What is this? It's a notice board for people waiting for appointments or medication. What? You run out of your pills? Same thing? What about this? The signboard giving directions around the hospital. Where do you suppose all the sales reps hang out? It won't say anything on this. Let's ask at reception. See if he can talk shit about other people. Seems like another patient. They don't look too good. We're all patients here. Those two look like they're together. Check out that Chinese-looking dude. He's got a hand towel tied around his head. A lot of them do that to keep warm. Why would anyone in their right mind be doing that here? What? Come on, quit staring at him. Guys like him start something as soon as you make eye contact. Look away the same way you'd avoid a shady dog. What? What? Am I that's racist, right? They're all patients here. It looks like he's talking to the receptionist. We should try inquiring at the reception ourselves. It's the hospital's information counter. Why don't we try asking about Hojo? Good idea. May we speak with you for a moment? Whoa.
はい、今日はどうされましたか？
いや、実は
初診の方ですね。こちらのアンケート用紙に症状を詳しくご記入ください。
Whoa.
違うんだ。俺たちはどこも悪くはない。
We're to talk
俺
to
たち
you,
はビヨン
ladies.
ド警察のものなんだが、ちょっと聞きたいことがあるんだ。
警察の方？なんでしょう？
What's up with her? She seems pretty cute too. Her hair is pretty. It almost looks like silk. I like her hair. She must take good care of it. She kind of shows a lot for a hospital receptionist. She's cute. I wouldn't mind getting a shot from her. All right, what about some cheeks, Kojima? Look at that ass. I would eat anything off that ass. I knew it, Kojima. Yeah, I'd hit that. Oh my god. I said that out loud, didn't I? You haven't changed either. Don't fight it, Ed. Go with it. I'm sure she just loved to turn around and see that look on your face. You look at that. Goddamn. Goddamn, that's hot. Show a little control when we're out. All right. Wait, what about? That's the uniform you wear here? This is a BCCH uniform? Yes. It's all brand name clothing. The director is big on fashion. She used to be a model before. She? The director's a woman. What's more, they're woven with acetate fibers which are extremely resistant to bacteria. They're part of the hospital's infection control system. There's more to these than meets the eye. Alright, well, let's talk to her. Smart idea putting girls like these out front.
実は人を探してるんだが、北条健三という人物だ。徳川製薬のプロパーで、この病院にもよく出入りしているらしいんだが。
徳川製薬のプロパーの方ですか？
That's right.
知らないか。
プロパーの方は関係者用の通用口から出入りしますのでわかりません。
誰ならわかる？
そういう件でしたら当病院の理事長に相談されては。
理事長ね。
どちらにせよ理事長の許可が必要ですから。
Okay. Well, first, let's show her the Hojo photo. Let me think. I'm sorry, I still don't recall seeing anyone like that. He certainly isn't a patient here. Yeah, we can't show her any of the drugs or anything. Ask her about Mr. Hojo. He would have been here a number of times. You honestly don't know him? I'm sorry, but I don't remember meeting him. Seeing his picture didn't help at all? No, I'm sorry. Alright, what about... We'll ask about the hospital first. This is the largest hospital and beyond. We've also been designed or designated as one of the colony's emergency relief facilities in the event of an accident or disaster. Our organ transplantation technology is the most advanced in the world. We're well known even on Earth. There are many people here who come all the way from Earth to receive treatment here. It's easier to obtain organs here on Beyond than it is on home, you see. Why is that? Uh-oh, is it going to be from the kidnapping? They've established a unified organ distribution network and transplant coordination system here. There still isn't a consensus between countries on Earth on how to handle the organ issue. You have to go through a lot of red tape to get anywhere there. The first floor consists of outpatient examination rooms, while the second floor and above house patient rooms and ORs. There's also a 0G treatment ward located in the center of the colony. Yeah, we saw the elevator outside. You have approximately 800 doctors on staff, divided into 25 departments. The hospital is about as perfect as any hospital could be, what with its size, technology, management. Alright, so that's it for the hospital. We'll try Hojo again. I only deal with patients. I don't know anything about sales reps from Tokugawa or anywhere else. Well, it's not that surprising one person doesn't stand out. What if they've got over 800 doctors alone? That's worded weird. What about you, lady? So, is there a name I could put to this beautiful face? Are you trying to hit on me? Yes. Destiny has obviously brought us together for some reason we've yet to understand. I'm just trying to get to know you, that's all. These lines will get you nowhere, buddy. Alright, we'll ask about the director. Where do we go to see this director? Director can be found in the director's office. Why do I feel like an idiot? Where's the director's office? At the end of Block B here on the first floor. I'll let her know you're coming. If you follow the green line, that'll take you straight there. Let's go to her office. Whoa.
あなたたちが刑事さんね。受付から連絡もらったわ。
Whoa.
あなたがこの病院の理事長？
そうよ。女だとは思わなかった？
いや、受付で聞いてはいたんだが。
Whoa.
少しホームなまりがあるな。
私は
Chris Goldwyn?
BCCH 理事長のクリス・ゴドウィンです。
Carissa Godwin.
私は BCP 風紀課のエド・ブラウン。
俺はジョナサン・イングナム。OLA で。
ああ、そうだ。やっぱりそうだわ。どこかで見た顔だと思った。
Policenauts.
あなたたちポリスノーツのエドとジョナサン？
どうして？
私よ。覚えてないかしら？一度少女雑誌のカバーを一緒に撮影したでしょ？
Oh
もう
shit.
30年も前だけど。
おう、あのモデルのクリスちゃん。そうか、女らしくなって。
あのクリスか？モデルか。受付でも言ってたな。
もうすっかりおばちゃんよ。そうね、あなたたちなの。会えて嬉しいわ。で、どんな要件？
We'll take a look around first. These are books on organ transplantation. That's my area of expertise. They're all books about organ transplantation. I wrote a few of them myself. They're really old though. I'm probably the only doctor on the colony who keeps so much paper media around. They look complicated. I don't think they'd make much sense to us. Probably the same. Whoa. Whoa. This lady's hot as hell. Alright, Kojima, I see you. What's this? It's potpourri. It has a lavender fragrance. I get it sent to me by a friend on home. Go ahead and smell it. Yeah, it does smell like lavender. Cool. You get a smell? 5D? Is this a fireplace? Yeah, but I don't use it. You're not allowed to use fireplaces on Beyond. It's just for decoration. This is marble, isn't it? Pretty extravagant decoration. It's a fireplace. It's funny. You feel warmer just looking at it. Wait. Why is light an option? We'll do that later. I don't want her to get mad at us. Oh, that's sick. That's so cool. It's the cover of a teen magazine from 30 years ago. They've got us and the other Policenauts on the front. Seeing you guys brings back so many memories. That's so cool. The magazine had the largest circulation on Beyond at the time. It's called Beyonds. There's Tokugawa. He never smiles when he gets his picture taken. I was just a kid back then myself. This was me before I lost everything. There's Salvatore. He always joked around when we did pictures like this. There's Gates. He was Mr. Popular. I remember how cute you were, Chris. Yeah, real cute. I would have been 14 then. Alright, everybody, relax. Alright, we're done with that. What is this? Whoa.
クリスの子供？
それは他人の子供よ。
What?
君の子供じゃないの？
ジョナサン、よせ。
悪かった。
Arigato gozaimasu. She acted weird and it played a weird music sting. Something's up with the baby. You seem a little sad for someone your age. I was 19 if I remember right. It's Chris in her teens. She's holding a baby. It's a newborn baby. I don't even remember his name. What? He's a cute little guy. That was odd. What is this? What are all these papers? I've got things like my medical license and the hospital's accreditation up there. Accreditation. These are documents. There are documents hanging all over the walls. The place really feels like a director's office. Kojima and them just complimenting themselves. Alright, let's see how horny Kojima got. Oh my god, smell. We can smell her? Look. You've got a fantastic body. Those look absolutely delicious. I go to zero-G salons and spend time in the zero-G ward, so gravity hasn't had its way with me too much. Ooh, you really gotta watch your words around this guy. That's just asking for trouble. Oh my god, touch. I didn't notice it said touch. Boy, are they the elephant in the room? Or two baby elephants. Kojima's insane. Do we do it? We have to. May I? I wouldn't mind playing doctor myself for a minute here. What? With these? Whoa. You actually did it. Welcome to my world. Jesus Christ, Kojima. You've got legs from here to some wonderful place. Well, I can tell you they're not as nice as they used to be. Certainly nothing compared to any young girl out there. I wish you'd stop moving them around. I'm gonna smell her legs? The fuck, dude? It's a nice smell. It's the same as that potpourri, isn't it? Yeah. It's lavender perfume. I just hate the smell of drugs. That's the only reason I wear it. You get about as many people wearing fragrance here as you do smoking cigarettes. Hey, nothing wrong with either. Come on, don't do this to me. I promise you they're not as nice as you think. What's this?
その手に持っているものは？
マスキートよ。
What?
マスキート？
ええ。小型の採血マイクロマシンよ。このマスキート、プログラムがいかれちゃって制御できないの。ようやくさっき回収したのよ。
What? This type of medical micro machine is used for the colony for drawing blood. I can tell you more about it if you're interested. You know, you still strike me as a model. I don't think I've ever seen anyone look this good in a lab coat before. Oh, Ed, You've been learning from Jonathan? Alright, sexy lady. Simply cannot get over how beautiful you are, Chris. You've aged like a fine wine. You're a sweet guy, Jonathan. I must say, you're just as charming as when we shot that photo. Stop referencing that. She was a child, you weirdo.
実は行方不明になったある人物の足取りを追っている。北条健三という。
Thought I hit my microphone.
北条？聞かないわね。ここの患者なの？
Don't play
その
down.
男、徳川製薬のプロパーなんだ。徳川製薬でこの病院に薬を卸してるって聞いたんだ。
ここの薬関係の担当者を紹介してもらえないか。
ああ、それなら薬局の薬剤師に聞けばわかるはずよ。ここの薬の管理はすべて彼に任してるから。それで？
Show her Hojo's photo? This is a photo of Hojo. I may have met him before, I'm not sure though. He looks like your typical serious Tokugawa employee. So now we can ask her about stuff? Maybe she recognizes... We'll make her jealous with the photo of me and that lady. Hey, this is you, isn't it? This could have been taken yesterday. Who's this with you? Someone I knew. Rather not go into it? I can respect that. Same as you in your photo. Ooh. We'll go ahead and show her the Policenauts photo, actually. Wow, I remember this photo. Look at you. You're all so young and handsome. Alright, now we'll go start with Hojo. So you don't know anything at all about Hojo. The littlest thing could help. No, this is the first time I've heard of him. I'm sorry. He would have dealt mainly with the pharmacist when he was here. Let's ask about her. So, how did Beyond's first teen idol wind up in charge of its biggest hospital? Quit modeling 20 years ago. My parents were doctors here on Beyond. But then, they were killed in that spaceplane disaster. That's when I inherited this place. I'd gone to medical school and this was the only thing that they left me. I'm always busy with something, whether it's here or somewhere else. You married, Chris? Nope. I've never had much time for relationships with work. I devoted my life to my career. Guys stopped showing any interest in me a long time ago anyway. I find that very, very hard to believe. Are you saying you'd be interested? So, whose child is that in the photo? What the fuck, Jonathan? Son of a friend. We can't ask about it anymore? You must have more important things to talk about than me, don't you? You have your own pharmacy here? Beyond has the same medical system you find in Japan, where a doctor can also serve as a pharmacist. When people get their prescription in a hospital, they receive their medication from its pharmacy. We have our own pharmacy since there's no separation between prescribing and dispensing in our medical industry. The profit margin for drugs here is astronomical. Doctors rake in an extra 20 to 30% by dispensing themselves. Hospitals and drug companies make a killing in this system because the price of drugs for patients is so high. One of the reasons Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals have become so successful is because it lobbied for the implementation of the Japanese system on Beyond in the early days on the colony. Ooh, that makes sense. Plus, there's the fact that people here prefer to take a drug for something even if they don't actually need it. And this has led to overprescription, a large drug profit margin, and a medical industry that benefits doctors and hospitals instead of patients. Personally, I'm against doing things this way. We should be working on separating the industry like places on home. But as a businesswoman, it's great for us. The hospitals wouldn't be where it is today without this system. Yeah, I get all that, but what about the pharmacist? Oh, the pharmacist? You mean Jun Ishida? What can you tell us about this Ishida? Jun Ishida is an employee of Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals assigned to us here at the hospital. He can be a bit of an odd character, but he gets the job done. He works for Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals. Yeah, we have an important relationship with Tokugawa. A number of their employees work here. We could never just shut them out. He's a Nisei Beyond. He hasn't got much of a personality, really. None of them do. I only talk to him when it's work-related. Okay. So we've gone over the top two. Where's the pharmacy located? Through that door there. The two rooms were originally one. It's a little inconvenient, I know. We split this room up, and that's where they put the pharmacy. The window's out in the hall, of course. You make sure no one steals anything, huh? I guess you could say that. We're planning on moving it soon since it's been a pain having it like this for so long. My main job is running the hospital, but since my area of expertise is organ transplantation, I help out a little with that as well. For instance, I'm a consultant for the Beyond Coast Organ Procurement Network, the Beyond Coast Organ Distribution Network, and various other transplant groups. I also work as an intermediary between transplant coordinators, donors, and recipients. Guess we'll go mosquitoes first, because this one's probably the most important. It's a mosquito-type robot developed by Tokugawa Heavy Industries and Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals. It's designed for drawing blood from people and animals and administering shots. With this, you can draw blood without the subject feeling a thing. That sounds shady. It can also be used for donating blood. They've been hit with a lot of criticism, but these guys are one of the reasons we've been able to keep AIDS and other diseases under control here. The flyby flapping their wings? They were designed through biomechanics. I don't know the details. We saw a hologram of it at Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals. What the fuck? Oh my god.
ジョナサン、壁に止まったわ。そっと捕まえて、外に出すと大変だわ。
どうやって？
カーソルでクリックするんだ。慎重にな。
I like how they did that. Oh shit!
くそ、逃げられた。
Ooh!
私の鼻に。
クリス、じっとしてるんだ。
Oh no.
動かないように。
早くして。
Oh!
また逃げられた。
I moved. Oh!
ダメ。
Man, quit playing around.
美味しいところに泊まりやがった。
Oh my
ジ
god.
ョナサン、俺に任せろ。
Oh my
断
god.
る。俺が頼まれたんだ。
Guys, chill.
また逃げられるのがオチだ。
二人とも早く捕まえてよ。
申し訳ない。
くそ、また逃げられた。
下手くそ。
刺されたわ。
Oh my.
やだ。こんなところに。
おお、今度は胸だ。
五章だから、ジョナサン。
俺の役目だ。
俺は人生を恨むよ。
This is ridiculous. Oh my god, they finally. Oh my god.
やった、触った触った。
Kojima.
ありがとう、ジョナサン。
いや、こんなことならいつでも。
ジョナサン、お前な、後で感想を聞かせろよ。
本当におかしな人たちね、ポリスノーツさん。まるでバディ映画から抜け出たみたい。
まあ、大事に至らなくてよかった。
そうね。さあ、
Buddy
こ
cop
れからどう
movie?
する？お二
Lethal
人さん。
weapon? That's so funny. Oh, doctor? Yeah. So we get the same options? Okay, we never asked her about organ transplants, so we'll do that. Are organ transplants really that important in space? Yeah, they're absolutely essential to us. Space's environment has massive effects on the human body. What with the weightlessness and cosmic rays? We still aren't ready for transplanting artificial organs. All medical science can do at the moment is transplant them from other people. What are the dangers of organ transplants? In the past, the biggest problem was post-op rejection, but we've overcome that with the development of Tokugawa pharmaceuticals, immunosuppressant cyclusoidine, as well as masked transplants which don't trigger a rejection reaction. Masked transplants. It's a revolutionary procedure that eliminated rejections in recipients. With it, we're able to mask the organ's HLA class 1 antigens before transplantation. I'm not too familiar with it, but with its introduction, the number of organ transplants has risen dramatically. The success rates of transplants have gone up while the side effects of immunosuppressants have gone down. We've made countless advances in procedures, preservation methods, and tissue compatibility tests over the years. Technologically speaking, we've cleared every hurdle. Which organs are affected by cosmic rays? The ones with rapid cell division rates are affected the most. For instance, bone marrow, lymphatic tissue, the mucosal epithelium of the digestive tract, the reproductive organs. Then come the kidneys, the liver, the lungs, the skin, blood vessels. The effects on sperm and fetuses are the most pronounced. Yeah, I know about that. You had to avoid conceiving for at least 6 months after returning from space before. Time frame's been reduced, but amphibians still have to be careful with that. What about using artificial organs? We're a long way from developing organs that can be used long-term, function as a complete replacement for the failed organ, and are small enough to be inserted in the body. We do have machine organs and bioorgans, but the only replacement that can currently be classified as complete are artificial bones, the teeth, and a type of blood, used exclusively for transporting oxygen. You're talking about the artificial blood AP uses? There are machines that can function as supplementary hearts and kidneys outside the body, but there are problems with internalizing them. The most advanced artificial kidney I can ever see us developing is continuous ambulatory peritoneal dialysis. Jesus Christ, all these medical terminologies. I'm reading like a thesaurus. Are there any other organs you could never replace? I'd say the liver, the pancreas, and the gastrointestinal organs. There are hybrid types in development that combine organic tissue and synthetic material, but they're still testing them on animals right now. The only place you'll find cyborgs for now are movies and video games and the like. Can't play God at everything, perhaps. Alright. So I guess that's it. So we go to the pharmacy.
じゃあ薬局を見せてもらうよ。
どうぞ、そこの扉よ。あ、ジョナサン。
Oh?
なんだい？
そのタバコ、なんとかならない？
What?
これか？
医者としては黙認できないんだけど。
香水好きの女性としてなら黙認できるだろう。
オッケーよ。脅迫がうまいわね。
男と女の駆け引きさ。
Whoa.
何の用だいあんたら。薬なら窓口で。心配はいらない。俺たちは BCP のものだ。
You look shady as
議長の
hell.
許可は得ている。警察？
石田さんでしょ？薬局の責任者の。
はあ。 僕は石田純だけど、一応ここの薬局を任されてるけど。で、どんな要件なんだい？
Alright, don't mind us, bitch. We're gonna take a look around. Look at all the drugs in this place. You've got almost all the hospital's drugs here. I take them over to the window whenever someone needs something. How do you manage so many? That terminal there. Not something you see every day, huh? We handle all data by computer here. So, what'd you want to see me about? Got an incredible supply here. Can we keep the chit-chat to a minimum and get down to it, officers? Hopefully you guys are looking in the bottom left corner to see who's talking, because I mentally don't have it in me to do like, hey, I'm Jonathan. Hey, I'm Emmett. Like, I'm just reading in my my voice. So you're gonna have to like look at the bottom left to see who's actually speaking. They've got an incredible supply here. All right, so that's the same dialogue. Can we see the computer? This is the same thing that had at Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals, isn't it? Of course. This links the Tokugawa group via network. It's called the T-Gear 99. Everyone in the group uses it. Only Tokugawa employees can log into it. Is that the Tokugawa pin? Smell. They want to be sure people remember who's your boss, huh? Everything changes when this shows up. So, what'd you want to see me about? What's back here? There's something stuck to the shelf. Can't see it with him in the way. Looks like some kind of poster. So, what can I help you with? They don't want us to see it. That's a refrigerated storage closet. Unlike over-the-counter drugs, a lot of the hospital drugs don't contain any preservatives. If you don't maintain a strict temperature control, they spoil pretty quick. Alright. It's got one of those real Japanese faces. So, what you want to see me about?
今日伺ったのは徳川製薬の北条健三氏に関してなんだが。北条さん？あの人が何か？行方不明なんだ。そうなの。そういえばここんとこ見なかったな。知ってるんだな。知ってます。
Yeah, that's Hojo. That his wife? First time I ever seen his wife. Not a bad looking woman. What's this? She does kind of resemble Hojo's wife. Why are you showing me this? That's the president when he was younger. They tell you what? They tell you the whole story when you join the company. Oh, he's talking about Tokugawa. Well, let's ask about K9. Is that the drug? Let's ask about him first. Me? Not much to say, really. Was born and raised on Beyond. Graduated from university here. Got my pharmacist license then. Then joined Tokugawa. Yeah, I noticed you don't have a home accent. We still don't have a separation of the medical industry on Beyond. Pharmacists like me aren't held in very high regard here. Our only options are to join either a company or a hospital pharmacy. Fortunately for me, I was able to join Tokugawa since I'm a Nisei. But then they went and sent me to this damned hospital. Fucking insult. What does my life story have to do with Hojo? I bet the folks on home would be surprised to hear about what goes on here. The only ones who benefit from this system are people like Tokugawa and the doctors. They pump Beyonds full of drugs they don't need, and those fools are happy to keep paying for them. The more drugs we shell out, the more drug companies and hospitals make. Not to mention the insurance companies. That's the way the whole system is designed. This is what happens to guys like me.
なんだか徳川に不満があるようだね。不満？
そりゃあるさ。俺は北条さんとは違う。
徳川の人間でも不満はあるのか。
徳川には徳川にしかわからない内部事情があるんだ。
You stick pharmacies and hospitals purely for the money? Who wouldn't want, or wait, what? Who'd want to spend their life working in a place like this? What kind of person was Hojo? I couldn't tell you much about him. We only knew each other through work. He was a traditional Japanese type of guy, different from Beyond's like me. It's not like him to just disappear. You might say he was a little too serious, and that turned people off. But for something like this to happen, we weren't that close. We stuck to business. Any ideas what might have happened to him? Not really. He's not the type to take off like that. But a number of the terrestrials who come here end up going a little screwy and skip out. The rate of mental illness here is several times higher than the bases in Antarctica. The guy at Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals brought that up too. I'm a Beyond, so I don't get it. It's been a good while since the last time he was here. I wonder what happened to him. Have you tried checking spaceplane passenger lists? If he hasn't left Beyond, something real bad must have happened to him. It's harder for someone to stay hidden here than on home. Close to impossible, really. Alright, K9. It's Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals' newest DDS, a capsule that's distributed evenly through the body, even in weightlessness. How does it work? It uses the difference in osmotic pressure between areas of the body to control the release of a drug. Gravity doesn't play a factor at all. Hojo is bringing samples of it over. I wonder if that's what I got from Lorraine. Is it that big of a development? Yep. Well, something that uses osmotic pressure isn't that new, but the one in the K9 is by far the most effective. Now we take a look at the K9 you have here. Unfortunately, there's none left. K9 is a capsule that uses osmotic pressure to control a drug's release. Why don't I have my drugs? Do I have to take it back from the guy? Like, how do I not have that on me? Did I fuck up not getting it back? Alright, so when's the last time you met? When was the last time you saw Hojo? Let me think. It was the last K9 delivery, so that would have been the 15th. Delivery? I thought K9 wasn't on the market yet. They're only samples for data gathering.
その日の北条は？
あの時は K9 を3セット持ってきて。
ちょっと待ったな。3セットだって。
Didn't it say 9 or
徳
something?
川製薬のホワイト
Oh,
ボードには
100!
100セットって書いてある。
そんなバカな。ただのサンプルですよ。100セットもどうするんです？患者に配るんですか？発売前の薬を。
なるほど。おかしいな。残りの97セットはどこへ？彼に変わったところは？
そういえば何か怯えていたような。いつもは冷静な人なんだけど感情的だったな。これから徳川会長に会ってくるって本人はそう言ってましたよ。
Anything else? He definitely acted different, but that's all that comes to mind. It's a worry for me too. We haven't finished the K9 study yet. The company won't talk to me. Meanwhile, the hospital's been on my case about it. This thing's all kinds of trouble. At least now I know why Hojo hasn't been around. Uh...
徳川会長？あの貞興か。
会長は僕らには雲の上の存在だよ。面識もほとんどない。でも北条さんは違ってたな。 よく会長に食事に招待されてたみたいだから。会長は大の日本人びいきなんだ。
相変わらずレイシストだな。
Saying
昔からあい
racist
つは
fuck.
そうだった。人種に偏見を持っていた。
北条さんのこと会長なら何か知ってるかもね。
Ooh. Never spoke with him at length. We chatted briefly when I joined the company, but that's about it. You know where he... Ooh, Tokugawa's whereabouts.
佐渡沖にはどこに行けば会える？
会長なら徳川ビルにいるよ。コロニーの支柱が徳川グループのシンボリックビルになってるんだ。通常は支柱プロップって呼ばれてる。会長はいつもそこにいるはずだよ。
そのプロップなら知ってる。ビヨンドで有数の名所だ。
エド、そこへ行ってみよう。
Is that the Zero G area? I think we're done here. The headquarters of the Tokugawa group on Beyond. It supports a set of the colony's surfaces and windows figuratively, if not literally. Alright. Now we go to the director's office.
邪魔したな、薬屋さん。
随分と長い間邪魔しちまったな。
ああ、もうこんな時間か。
時間は無駄にはならんよ。
出口はそっちだ。じゃ、刑事さん。
Nice. Good detective work. Did you learn anything? I wonder if she'll have new stuff to talk about. Chris, go ahead. The 15th. Seems Hojo was here on the 15th. The 15th, let's see, the 15th. I wasn't here that day. I was away attending a medical conference. A medical conference? Yeah, on organ transplants. Oh well. Ishida should have been here that day. Yeah, he was. Oh, she's already answered that then? What do you think of him? Kind of a dark guy, don't you think? Doesn't seem like he tries very hard, that's for sure. Jonathan's a snitch. Trying to get him fired? Most medical products used on Beyond are made by Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals. I'd be lying if I said there weren't any sort of relationship between us. It's the headquarters of the Tokugawa group on the colony. You should go there sometime. It's one of Beyond's most famous places. Alright, I think that's all she has. Let's go to the lobby. See you later, Chris. See ya. We're back in the lobby. Move. Go to reception. Mind if we have a second? I'm gonna see if they can tell us how to get there. Oh, you guys again. How can I help you? I didn't know you were still here. You really put in a lot of hours. What happened with the director? Did you speak with her? Yeah. What a knockout. She's an old friend of yours, as it turns out. Okay, she has nothing new. Alright, we're out. Back up. Bye. Bye, pretty girl. We'll go out of here. We're outside BCCH. Can you believe Chris runs this entire place? I don't envy her. How do we get to this? The receptionist mentioned it too. Probably an entrance for employees, not too sure. We drive to Tokugawa building. Cool. So yeah, we did have to leave.
ジョナサン、徳川ビルに向かうぞ。行けばわかるが、文字通
Even
り
crazier?
このビヨンドを象徴するところだ。
Oh shit.
ビヨンドへ
Gonna blow
の
our
観
mind.
光客は必ず見に行く。 そして徳川の力に圧倒される。
Nice. Whoa.
見えるか？あの支柱が徳川本社ビルだ。
なるほど。確かにあの支柱にこのコロニーが支えられているように見える。
コロニーの地表面とウィンドウ面をつないでいる。
お前の言う通り、徳川は俺たちの手には負えんかもしれんな。
おじけづいたか、ジョナサン。
俺はビヨンドについても徳川についても何も知らない。
その分俺が知ってる。そのためのパートナーだ。
Damn, Ed's got our back.
その根性なら安心だ、相棒。
Friends to the end. Hell yeah. Whoa.
ここが徳川本社ビル。通称プロップだ。
コロニーの天と地を支える支柱、プロップか。
Beyond's the only place in the world where you look up and see something like this. Couldn't blame someone for thinking the prop's structurally necessary. Ishida was right on the mark. It's like it's standing at the doorway to another world. What is this? There's the Tokugawa lettering. That's the Tokugawa logo. They've borrowed the Mitsuba, Aoi, or the three hollyhocks. Pretty overwhelming, isn't it? As you can see, it's more or less built into the colony, a pillar in more ways than one. Chris was right. There's no denying it's an incredible place. It's obvious why it's so popular. All right.
それじゃ徳川ビルへ入るぞ。
Let's solve this case. Uh-oh.
ここが徳川
Hot
ビルの
anime
フロ
girl
ン
up
ト
front.
だ。建築史上有名なところだ。
Whoa. Hold up, this music track. This music track's going off. Oh. This is a new one. I've never heard this track. This is sick as fuck, dude. I'm scared to move anywhere because I don't want the music to stop. It's a miniature of Tokugawa's moon plant. It was the first permanent moon base established by a corporation. What if we got here? This is the atrium, one of the main features of the building. Go straight from one end to the other. Imagine falling from up there. You move into weightlessness the closer you get to the center of the colony, not the opposite side. That's a kabuto, a traditional Japanese samurai helmet. Tokugawa does this a lot. Tokugawa is known for continually recalling Japanese wartime past. There's the Tokugawa logo again. It's an ad for Hotel California, Tokugawa's space hotel. It's the world's first hotel in low home orbit. It has 64 rooms, all with capsule beds, a bath, toilet, and a sink. There's a doctor on hand to treat SAS, and it makes 3 rotations a minute, creating artificial gravity of 0.7 Gs. A 3-day, 2-night stay cost 5 million yen. It's a multivision showing media related to the Tokugawa group. That's a jumbo multivision. Those are 180-degree holographic portraits of the former heads of the Tokugawa group. They're holograms of Zenzo and Tadashi Tokugawa, the first and second heads of the group. Alright, time to talk to the pretty girl. There's a girl sitting there. She must be the receptionist. Why don't we go talk to her?
いらっしゃいませ。どういうご用件でしょう？
I'm glad they're still playing this track. This track is sick. That's a display of select Tokugawa Group companies. The Tokugawa Group is divided into 138 companies. Its main divisions include Tokugawa Heavy Industries, Electronics, Construction, Pharmaceuticals, Foods, and Mining. If you would like to know more, I'd be happy to talk about them. Damn, that's crazy. What can you tell us about Tokugawa Mining? It was the first company to establish a factory on the moon. It mines and processes lunar materials and distributes them throughout space. What about Tokugawa Foods? It produces a wide range of products from biofoods developed through space bioengineering to space foods and functional foods. The crazy thing, Tokugawa is Amazon. And this game came out like in the 80s, but like Amazon sells medicine, food. They own Whole Foods. They sell groceries. They sell medicine. They sell housewares. They own construction businesses. They own oil tankers. Like Tokugawa Corporation is Amazon. That's crazy. What can you tell us about Tokugawa Electronics? Oh, no way Amazon has their own brand of electronics, right? They do. It makes computer and sensor equipment for satellites, spaceships, and space bases. Damn, that'd be crazy if Amazon, or even like somebody like Elon Musk, were the first people to be the like private corporations to go to space. Oh yeah, that happened. That's so wild, dude. This is blowing my mind. Kojima did it again. In addition, it's known for its home electronics incorporating applied space technology. What can you tell us about Tokugawa Heavy Industries? It's primarily a system integrator for spaceship and rocket construction. SpaceX? What can you tell us about Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals? Its main focus is the development of new drugs and substances under zero gravity. I can see Yoshida's point. They slap a pretty picture on the whole thing, but at the end of the day, they're still making a fortune, saturating beyond with drugs. I can also tell you about the history of the Tokugawa Group if you're interested. Did we already go over this one? Construction. It constructs space colonies, space stations, moon bases, and planetary bases. It was responsible for introducing the cost-effective tourist type to colony construction. People often call the tourist type of Tokugawa type now. What's the terminal the receptionist uses? This is linked to the building's network. Maybe there's a record of Hojo's visit in this. Let's ask about this. That's a multivision behind me. It runs information pertaining to the Tokugawa Group. Funny how it's only showing the two places we've been to, isn't it? Ooh. That's kind of sick. That's a sick touch. Ooh, interesting note, Ed. I agree. Very funny. That's a sick note. Because, yeah, it's at the Tokugawa building. Not the Tokugawa. The hospital, BCCH. And then the Tokugawa building. That's pretty sick. It's displaying images of Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals and the Tokugawa building. You just can't get away from that logo, can you? I have to do it. I'm sorry. Well, hello there, sugar tits. Oh, God, Jonathan. Thanks, I guess. Do we do it? We can't just be harassing I'm doing it. I'll only be a moment. Oh my God. I would have to say a D. What do you think you're doing? Oh God. Okay, that's enough of that. Sorry.
BCP のものだが、ちょっと聞きたいことがあるんだが。
Jesus Christ.
警察の方?
The police? You just harassed me. God damn it, Kojima. The 90s, 80s were so crazy. Like, it takes away from the seriousness of everything. Hey, hold on. Before I ask you this serious questions. Bong. You slap her titties around. Like, Jesus Christ, guys. This guy. Do you know the man in this photo? I don't believe I've ever seen him before, no. This is you, isn't it? Do you need to know about this woman? This has nothing to do with why we're here, sorry. I'm just bragging that I was married one time. About Tokugawa's history. The founding generation. The forerunner of the Tokugawa group began in the late 1950s with Zenzo Tokugawa. It consisted of a local factory called Tokugawa Industries. It manufactured parts for lathe machines. Its success soon turned into Tokugawa Heavy Industries. It would later become a leader in the shipbuilding and iron and steel industries. Shall I go over it again? No, we got it. Sometimes they have like different ones if you click it twice. They took the option away. Like, bitch, no. Tadashi Tokugawa took over in the 1980s, expanding Tokugawa Heavy Industries operations to include semiconductors. Tokugawa Electronics, who became world leader of the semiconductor industry, with its early development of biomaterials, rockets, and satellites in the 1990s, Tokugawa steadily laid the foundation for its operations in the future colony age. It also participated in the free flyer experiments from their inception. The data gathered would later be applied to its maiden space products, which has achieved numerous successes. Tokugawa then acquired a multitude of foreign firms after the millennium, transforming itself from a Japanese business to a global one. This enabled it to profit greatly from the Third Industrial Revolution that came with the birth of the colony age. And then control of Tokugawa was eventually handed to the current president, Joseph Sudoku Tokugawa, the former Policenaut. It quickly expanded into other areas central to space development: spaceships, space stations, space bases, and space colonies, as well as the computer and sensor equipment they require. Furthermore, it applied architectural engineering, how develop spaces such as the Tokyo waterfront to the colony and space-based construction. This proved essential to setting up space's infrastructure and bringing new advances to an industry faced with multiple roadblocks. Having already put a large focus on space development, Tokugawa went on to attain dominance throughout space with its microgravity and high vacuum made-in-space operations. More than a business, it continues to lend its support to countless aspects of space development. Cool. Let's ask about Tokugawa himself. Tell us about President Tokugawa. The president came to Beyond as one of the Policenauts, later becoming head of the Tokugawa group. He's also currently director of the International Space Promotion Agency, a very important man. What's your opinion on the president? Some don't speak very highly of him, but they're just jealous of his success. I trust him completely. Before we ask about his whereabouts, we'll ask about other stuff. The building's air conditioning, heating, lighting, disaster control system, and employee management systems are all run by computer. Maybe Hojo's entry was automatically recorded? All information here is processed by an 800 gigabyte per second super high-speed optical fiber LAN and satellite link-up. The prop has its own cellus, so the building wouldn't be unaffected should a hole open in the colony. That sounds terrifying. Having a space-like colony and get hit by a rock and a hole opening and just like sucking you all out in the vacuum of space and immediately like killing you. That's terrifying. Do you know Ishida? Is he one of our employees? Yeah, he's been posted to BCCH from Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals. The name doesn't ring a bell. I'm sorry, I don't believe I know him. Do you have a picture of him? No, we don't. Alright. Now we'll ask about the building. The prop, in addition to functioning as the Tokugawa Group's headquarters here, is also one of the most widely known examples of space architecture, likened symbolically to a pillar supporting the colony as its name suggests. The surface side contains the reception hall, the situation room, employee offices, the auditorium, the president's office, and the all-purpose hall. It also has the garden, one of the main features of the prop. The window side contains most of the building's parking garages, the security room, the disaster control counter, and the motor room, among other areas. We'll ask about Hojo. We'd like to know about a man named Kenzo Hojo. He's an employee with Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals. We need to know when he was last here. One thing I've noticed is that usually the main quest dialogue is obviously voiced. So this makes me feel like, I'm sorry, but I don't truly know anyone by that name. He may have been here, but if he was, he didn't leave a lasting impression. What about records of any visits? Yeah, I'd be able to check those. We already showed her the photo, right? This man is Kenzo Hojo. Do you recognize him? His face doesn't stick out in my mind. He doesn't look familiar, no, but I couldn't be sure. I don't have any recollection of him. The thing is, all Tokugawa employees look the same. Yeah, it can be hard to distinguish faces between Japanese. Even more so in between Tokugawa employees, I bet. Bigot. Ask about Hojo's visit. Voice dialogue.
15日の午後、北条健三という人物がこのビルに来てるはずなんだが。
待ってください。何しろ来客が多いもので、一人一人については来客記録を見てみます。ここから中に入る人は必ず来社時間と退社時間を記録しているはずですから。
Music stopped. It's gonna switch to something spooky.
ありました。はい。確かに15日の16時に北条健三さんが来社されています。記録によるとそのまま会長室にお通ししています。
ということは、貞興もその時間にここにいた。
退社時間は？
退社時間は
He never left.
あれ？おかしいですね。消えています。退社時間は記録にありません。この記録によると北条さんはまだこのビルを出ていないことになりますね。
他に出口は？
非常用の出入り口はいくつもありますが、チェックシステムを抜けることは容易ではありません。
つまり北条の痕跡はここでぷっつりと切れているってわけ。
このビル内に幽閉されているか、あるいはただならぬ方法で外に出たか。
ロレインが言ってたように、この状況で会社から捜索願いが出ていないのはおかしすぎる。
徳川が臭いな。
そんな、おかしいですね。
The information is absolutely correct. Or we asked her. The system reads each employee's personal ID card. It doesn't make mistakes. It also performs a voice print scan, retinal scan, and fingerprint scan. This could very well be the first time this has happened. Alright, so... Are you implying President Tokugawa has broken the law? Where is he? We'd like to speak with President Tokugawa. Where is he right now? Do you have an appointment? I wouldn't mind making an appointment with you. Oh my god. It's rather sudden, so no, we don't. I'm sorry, but in that case, I'm afraid there's nothing I can do. President Tokugawa is currently out on business related to Beyond's anniversary. He's extremely busy at the moment. President Tokugawa isn't here right now. Very sorry, but I'll have to ask you to try again some other time. Make sure we go through all of these. Are you sure you're not mistaken? I'm not in the position to speak on behalf of the president. Cannot let you inside, I'm sorry. I have every reason to believe this is accurate. It's virtually impossible to tamper with the system's data. Someone who works here possibly could. Please don't tell anyone we had this conversation. We've already went over all the building options, the building facilities. The garden's new. The garden is our zero-gravity event area located in the center of the building. It's accessible via linear elevator. It consists of an open area covering 20 floors, offering unobstructed views of the entire colony. It's often used for holding parties and other functions. Alright. Well, guess we're done talking to this lady. We're gonna throw down a save real quick. Nice. Ooh, we can get in the elevator. We're gonna back up. Nice, and we can just go to the elevator. Oh, I didn't mean to leave. Fuck. I meant to leave that option. Like that chat box. We're outside the building. All right, we'll go back inside the building. Let's head inside. This is sick, dude. We're making some major breakthroughs. I love this track. Inside the lobby. I'm actually going to save here. What are the options? Cursor speed. It's all fine. It's minute, but I'd rather the save be here. And then we can take the elevator. But we're going to call it an episode here. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to help boost engagement. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care.